Oh,
Yes.
we're live. Welcome to the post game. It is it's really late. I don't know what time it is, and it's really cold.
It's 11:45 according to your big
Yes.
cousin.
Oh yeah.
There's no question.
Apparently, Beeflo did not get the memo to wear the Slay One Raider shirt.
Hey,
So,
it's a good shirt.
Apologies.
I got my new
I
one
got the
on, so
jumpsuit
it's
on
a
right
lot
now.
brighter.
mine
than
is
yours.
nice and weathered.
All right, so we just did a show with Josh Nelson. It was
Yes.
fucking awesome,
Nice
and I
Chelsea.
really appreciate that he came out.
You got to catch that show because he gave us tons of hot takes.
Yeah,
Shit
I
he
mean,
will not do on Sox Machine, but he will do here with us.
Yep.
Yeah, we put a lot of drinks into him to get the
Yes.
information that we got out.
There's
of
no
him.
question.
So definitely check that out.
Sorry with this big.
Hey,
Oh, there's still some left in there.
Ooh, we gotta drink that. You gotta drink that.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, knock that down. You know?
That's
You got it? You got it?
So we got pretty drunk and we had a really good time.
We're still drunk.
I did not sober up yet. Yeah,
No,
that is
neither.
true.
Not
Not even
And
close.
so we had a topic that Beefloaf wanted to throw out. So I'm gonna let Beefloaf throw it out while I drink the rest of this.
Okay, so my topic is Brush with Greatness. Your Uncle Rico-esque stories playing against someone who ended up being a future star in whatever sport you're playing against. So I'll start.
Oh, I thought I'd start
No, I think I'll start.
because mine's pretty short.
Fuck yours, I'll start. I played basketball in the greater Chicagoland area. Teresi and I both went to De La Salle, which is like a basketball factory. A lot of great basketball teams came out of De La Salle. I managed to actually play for one of them all the way through my career. I don't know if many of you out there have ever seen Summer League basketball, but it resembles basketball, but it's not quite basketball. It looks like a pickup game.
It is.
So between junior senior year, we were playing at Kennedy King College, and I happened to be playing against Kentucky recruit Nazir Muhammad.
Yes, I
He
remember
was
this.
7 feet tall, and when he got to Kentucky, he was 245 pounds. But when he was in Chicago, still at Kenwood, he was 7 feet tall, 300 pounds. He was a big boy. Okay. So he was playing on sort of an all-star team in this group. So it was just a mishmash of various other high school good players against random high schools, and they would run the floor with them. They would destroy them. So our school was actually staying close with them. We were playing a wide open game, shooting a lot or whatever. My favorite kind of game because I could get open and score a lot, and like I was more of a scorer than a defender. I couldn't really. I mean, you see me in the 108. I'm slow. I can't cover anybody.
You can score though.
I can score. So it happens in this game. They get a fast break. The all-star team gets a fast break against our school. I happen to be the only one back. I do what anyone would do. I fill the middle, and the guard flattens out to the wing. He pitches to the middle to a 7 foot, 300-pound Nazir Muhammad. Okay, Nazir Muhammad played in the NBA for like 20 years. Okay.
I think he's still playing.
He might still be playing. He caught it nice and easy. He's got soft hands. He goes up. He's gonna posterize me. He's gonna dunk on me. And mind you, I'm the. I don't want to bring the racial factor in, but I'm the lightest skinned person in this gymnasium at all, especially on the playing court. Okay, and I'm only 6'2", and Nazir is 7 feet. So I decide I'm gonna jump as high as I can. But what I'm gonna do is try to jump at his elbow. And smash his elbow, hopefully not break it, but not let him dunk on me. Okay, so that's exactly what I do, and I somehow jar the ball loose. There's whistles, there's officials grabbing us and making sure there's no fight or whatever. But luckily for me, he did not dunk the ball. I was removed from the game. I don't think I got back in. I think I got in the car and I just went directly home. But regardless,
I mean,
I played against someone who was a star of Kentucky and then went to the NBA.
I was there. I was in the stands, and it really looked like. I mean, the best way to describe it is like a when Carmelo Bing got big and fat. Like if you sped up one of her pornos into 1 second, that's what it looked like. These two smashing into each other. It was very juicy. It was. It was.
I lived somehow. I lived.
It was very flagrant. I can't believe that the court wasn't stormed by people just going like beat the shit out of this guy who just tried to like murder Nasri Muhammad as he went up for a dunk.
That's why you were escorted out, apparently.
Well, I had that.
It was all good.
My game was over.
It was all good. It was. I mean, like it was just a hard foul. It was
all
fine. Yeah, I mean, like it wasn't like when I was. So I never played against anyone good in high school because I never made it to the levels that you would. Like when I was a sophomore and I was playing in high school, like we played Fenwick, but Corey Maggette was playing on varsity.
Right, I played against him. Yeah.
So, but like I remember, like we were playing St. Joe's, and St. Joe's was
Corey
fucking.
Maggette?
Yeah,
Joe's was fucking unbelievable. And I remember me and Vinny Baseball were in the game because we were way down and like they're like just go in there and shoot threes. You know? So we're out there shooting threes. So I come back.
I remember that.
And this guy's coming down, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna take a charge. You know, like when you look like this, you take charges. Right? You're like,
double.
You're not going up for block shots. So I go to take a charge. And all I remember is this guy's nuts just kind of running against the top of my head and seeing his 2 fucking Nikes go past me. And he fucking dunked on me, just jumped right the fuck over me. And I wasn't that tall. I was only like 5'6" probably then. But like still, that's very impressive for a fucking sophomore in high school to do. So
you're like, ooh, David Robinson.
So, but that guy said nobody. Like that guy, I don't know what the fuck that guy did after that. He's probably... He's like car salesman now or something. I don't know. But My Sox Summer, give us what you got for this one.
So like I never really played against like anybody that was like real famous. They're real big, especially because I was in the sticks. And then I also, especially because I only played like high school sports. So I was like a sophomore in high school because after about sophomore year, I was like, you know what I'm down with? Smoking cigarettes and playing some guitar because that's all I really wanted to do. And but I did play my sophomore year. We played Moline, the Maroons, and AC Earl's younger brother was on that team.
I remember AC Earl at Iowa.
AC Earl was in the audience, and this is definitely before AC Earl got drafted in the NBA. Yep. This was probably around 92, 93. And he was a Hawkeye, and I don't know if you guys remember him.
I remember him.
He had these stair-step haircuts. That's a good cut. Yeah, it was pretty fabulous. But AC Earl's younger brother played against us. I don't remember his name. I tried to Google it. It did not come up. But, yeah, I did learn some things about AC Earl, though, after I Googled some shit. But, that was fun. The game, though, I remember – I think there was an A and B squad, and I'm pretty sure I played B squad. I'm actually 100% sure I played B squad. And I got into that game, and I had some like beef with somebody. And I remember the walkthrough where everybody was hitting hands, and our number one center, I know shouldered the guy that like gave me shit, and he ended up on the floor.
Oh, nice.
And there was almost some beef at the handshaking. It was not AC Earl, his younger brother. But it was somebody. So like that's what sticks out. And I just remember that guy. And I was just like, what fucking A, right? These guys are like coming to, we're a team, we're respecting the team. So that's my brush with greatness.
My thought is the less violent the sport is on the playing field, the more violent you have to be after the game to really make a point.
Right.
So like boxers, they don't have to do shit, right? They already beat the fuck out of each other.
You're doing
but when
you're
playing basketball, like that's when you gotta fuck someone up after the game. Like you gotta be willing to get in there with them.
So like after a tennis match, just smash the guy with the racket?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you gotta do it sideways.
You gotta whip it across the thing. And then while he's running away from that, you run to the other side and you start punching him in the fucking face.
That's the way you do it. I mean, like you gotta be a little more
I don't watch a lot of tennis. So
that's how Andre Agassi made his mark.
That's it, yeah. And that and the camera thing. That's it. So I guess mine, I said, I didn't play against a lot of great players. Like, I mean, like being displaced by like college players like Pat Flynn when he was in 6th grade and I was in 8th is embarrassing, but it's not.
It's true though. It's good
like
I still remember that. Like you had played center field in 7th grade, for BCA, and then when you were in 8th grade, I was like, oh man, they're moving into left field. Who's this kid they're putting in center field? And I was like, oh, that kid is good. He's better than you.
He was literally 100 times better than me at baseball.
Yes.
Like it was.
This is obvious here.
It was obvious as children. So,
He's
but-
like the best guy.
but I think when we come to
My
you
son
know
Summer,
brush with greatness,
I'm ready.
I-
No.
one thing that I always comes to mind when I think about like my time at DePaul was when
When you were playing basketball for DePaul?
no, but that DePaul team, like when I was a freshman, so this is like
My daddy?
98 to 99. This is it's Quentin Richardson.
Oh, he was
That's
dope.
that's the
He
last
was
good
so
DePaul
good.
team.
And but the center on this team was Lance Williams.
Yes.
And Lance Williams was about 6'11". He's a big motherfucker, but he was a fat guy, right? Which I can appreciate. But me and Vinny Baseball are listening to the radio, getting a little DePaul action because at the time DePaul was a big thing, right? So like they were talking about
Right.
him on the radio, and
Yeah,
they're
Pat
like,
Kennedy showed up, and it was
and they're like,
all of a
oh,
sudden give
they're like
team.
Lance Williams, he's getting whipped into shape. He's in the best shape of his life. The shit you
Yes.
hear every fucking spring training.
Goddamn right.
And
Who's the
And-
race counterpart that's going
Me-
to say that about Avi this year?
me and
don't
Vinny
know.
Baseball are sitting in the DePaul cafeteria, right? And one thing about DePaul cafeteria, me and Vinny Baseball may have gotten the recreationals while we were there. They had these.
I don't believe it.
They had these Rice Krispie treats, and like it wasn't like, oh, they made these Rice Krispie treats. This was shit that whatever company makes them. They had this thing. It was like this fucking big. It was a whole sheet of Rice Krispies in the regular Rice Krispie wrapper.
Yeah,
it was
beautiful.
just huge.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
Right, so me and Vinny Baseball obviously had one of these in our room, but we just
ladies.
listened to the fucking radio, and they're talking about how Lance Williams is fucking getting it all in shape, and he's doing all this shit, and we watched this motherfucker walk through the cafeteria with 4 of these fucking things stacked, and then like a 6-pack of 2 liters of Coke on top. And he's just walking through, and this is a fucking to-go order. This ain't like, oh, I got 900 friends here that we're gonna eat this shit. No, this was going right back to his fucking room, and I was like, that fat fuck, he's gonna be 300 pounds by the fucking first tip of the season. And you know what? He was 300 pounds by the first tip of that season. That team was not good. Quentin Richardson went right to the NBA. And I was the best basketball player at the school for the rest of the time I was there.
Quentin Richardson played for the Warriors.
He played for like 9 teams. I
But
think
like
played for the
he
Knicks
broke
and
with
the Clippers.
He broke with the
Clippers, I think. I
Warriors,
think
right?
The Clippers. He was the big team for him.
So like I remember seeing him play with the Warriors. Maybe it was the Clippers too, because I used to get a lot of free tickets when I lived in Arizona to go to the Suns. And I
Okay.
remember seeing Quentin Richardson, and that motherfucker could jump out the gym.
Oh,
He was
no
fantastic.
question.
He
He's a
could
terrific
jump
player.
like a motherfucker.
The first day I saw him on campus, he had this chain on, and he had 3 like this fucking big on it. It was gigantic, and I immediately said to my friend, I was like, how do you get the job doing that guy's homework? I want to do that for a living.
I was at
I never
DSL
pieced it
playing.
together.
I was at DSL playing, and I could remember I'm on varsity. I'm a junior, and then our sophomore team's playing. We're just sitting in the stands watching them. Q's a freshman, and he's playing a sophomore team, and he is fucking dominating our sophomore
Oh,
team.
he's so
He's
good.
dropping like 45 points on them. Like just he's
Oh,
doing
he's
everything. Like he's like the best player you've ever seen. I'm thinking to myself like, he by himself would kick the shit out of our varsity team that's getting ready to take the floor against
right.
Rico Hill, who's like all Catholic
yeah?
league and everything. That Rice had a good team, but they didn't promote him up there, and then so they lost him.
Yeah,
Went to Whitney Young.
Whitney Young.
Yeah, went to Whitney Young after that.
And then he got paid. I don't even know how much
No
he got
question.
paid to go to DePaul, but
That's how it happens.
way more than I did.
Pat Kennedy opened up the wallet and got him. There's no question.
Well, I think that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
It's
Check out the
midnight,
blog.
so we're gonna take off, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Cheers.